Hey everybody, it's Chris and welcome back to another episode of Cooking with the Vegan Zombie. I'm excited about today's recipe because, well, I love pizza and I promised you guys I would make the pizza swirls and the pizza bites and show you guys how to do it yourself. So today I have a very easy recipe for you, pizza swirls.
Cooking with the Vegan Zombie.
Okay, this recipe is extremely easy and it's going to be really quick. We already have our dough made. The dough that I'm using here is the crescent roll dough that I made last month in my video. So if you don't know how to do that, go check out that video. It's a very easy recipe to make your own dough. If you're too lazy to do that, you can go out and buy a vegan crescent roll dough that is rolled up in one of those little tubes. I like to do it this way because you kind of bypass all those extra ingredients and stuff like that, and it's nice to know that you made it yourself. So you're going to have one of those. You're going to flour your surface a little bit, not too much, and we need a rolling pin, which you guys already saw that I have. And we're going to roll this out. We're going to roll this out kind of like a big square. And you can take your time. We want it to get nice and flat, like I'm doing here. Make sure it doesn't stick to the counter. This dough is a little more malleable than regular pizza dough, and that's what we're looking for here. It doesn't spring back as much as regular pizza dough, and that's what we're looking for. For me, this is a festive recipe. Every Christmas season, our go-to dinner for our family is usually pizza or maybe a tofurkey or something like that on Christmas Eve. So I'm going to change it up this year and make these pizza swirls, maybe some pizza bites. It's nice and flat. And now we're going to need some sauce. Now, you're going to want to leave about, I don't know, maybe an inch and a half where you're not going to put the sauce. And then the rest we're going to have like that. And then you're going to want to just spread that out. Very easy recipe. So spread that out. Now, while you're doing this, you want your oven preheated to about 450 degrees. Now, you can put anything you want in these pizza swirls. You can put vegan sausage, vegan pepperoni, veggies, whatever you really want. You just can't make it, I guess, too big because then it won't roll right. So if you're going to use the veggie sausage, just make sure it's chopped up really fine when you put it in. At least that's my tip. And I have some vegan cheese here. You can use whatever vegan cheese you like the best. Right now I have some Good Planet. This is a smoked mozzarella, and I'm going to put a little bit of that on there. Be nice and cheesy. And I'm going to go a step above, and I also have their Parmesan right here, as you can see. And I'm going to use a little bit of this as well. Nice and cheesy like that. And then what I'm going to do is I have, now it's in a Follow Your Heart container, but it's actually, I made this myself. And this is a blend of nutritional yeast, spices, some walnuts, and I made my own kind of Parmesan sprinkles. And I'm going to put this on there. This is really good. It's like a nutty, cheesy flavor, and it's a lot healthier than, there's no oils or anything like that in it. So I'm going to put some of that on there. And that's optional. You don't have to do that. I'll do a video on how to make that later on. And then I'm going to need some fresh basil, but my basil plant kind of died. It's really cold out here. And so I did manage to scrounge up a few of those flakes. And you can put in some dried basil, some fresh basil. I have a little bit of fresh basil here. So for me, the more simple the pizza, the better. I don't like too many toppings, and I always seem to go for the margarita style pizza. Okay, so I got a little bit of dried basil. I'm not going to put too much, just like a little sprinkle. Feel free to put garlic powder or whatever else you want on there. Okay, so now we have this side up here that is no sauce on it. Make sure no sauce gets on that. And what we're going to do now is we're going to carefully roll it up without anything falling out. Some stuff might fall out at the end, but don't worry about it. Just let's fold it. Let's get to that later. And this is important that your counter is a little bit floured before you start rolling the dough. Otherwise, the dough is going to stick to it and it's going to be a little bit harder to roll it. So make sure Put a little bit of flour down. And here this is looking good. And we're almost done already. This is a very easy recipe. Okay, so when you get to this part, stop rolling and pick this part up and pull it over. Because that will close it a lot easier than keep rolling it, because then all the sauce is going to get to the end and you're not going to be able to close it. Okay, so when you get to about there, you made a little bit of a mess, maybe a little bit less sauce, but that's all right. We're just going to put it on a little cutting board over here. All right, are you with me? We're almost done. Okay, so this isn't going to be, this end piece is not going to be a good one, but we're still going to cook it because it is edible, but it's not going to look as pretty. Make sure you have a really sharp knife, and we're going to cut them just like this. Make sure your knife is sharp though. Okay. And then you're going to have a pizza sheet. You can put parchment down or not, doesn't matter. And we're going to carefully place these like that, like I'm doing here, on the pizza sheet. But as long as you get them on here, they're all cooked together real nice, and they will stay together for the kids. All right, there we go. This is what it looks like. And he's on zombie duty. Pay no attention, we're okay. And we are going to go put this in the oven for about 15 minutes. You can check your oven and make sure that it's not burning or anything like that. But for me, 15 minutes is pretty good. So let's go do that now. Now we're going to clean up and wait 15 minutes. I'll see you in a second. No, I'll see you in 15 minutes. All right, and they're done. Look at those pizza swirls. Very easy. Put those out at a party. Don't these look amazing? Don't you just want to reach your hand through your computer screen or your phone screen and pick one of these up? Here, let me help you. Here you guys go. Look at that. Doesn't that look so good? And then what I like to do is spill this stuff everywhere. I like to take that Parmesan that I made and just sprinkle it on top a little bit like that. There we go. What do you say? Should we cut one open? Now it's time for the all famous taste test. Is it famous? Is it infamous? It's just a taste test. This is so good. The flavors of the 3 different cheeses, bringing it together with the fresh basil and the dough. The dough is just, this is a really good dough recipe, and having like a crescent roll dough on this, just, it makes all the difference. It's nice and soft on the inside, crispy on the outside. It tastes delicious. Let me know in the comments below if you guys try these out. And I still have a couple more recipes to bring you for the holidays. The pizza bites definitely, and then maybe 1 or 2 more if I can cram it in before the holidays end this year. Time is running out. Anyway, give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications. Stay safe, watch out for zombies, and I'll see you guys soon.